Now you're gonna think that this is an April Fool's joke, and I'm telling you right now that it is not. I promise you that it is not.
Prepare yourself, Dan Saiyan.
If you are new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. That way you never miss a video. These are today's hashtag end of video squad winners. If you would like to join them, make sure to watch till the end of this video. Drop your comment with the hashtag end of video squad for a chance to be featured in my next video. Like I said, and I reiterate, this is not an April Fool's joke, and I really don't have an April Fool's joke for you guys. Anything that I would say as an April Fool's joke with Dragon Ball would honestly not be funny and just come off kind of like a wish list, like, oh, Dragon Ball Super 2 is gonna be released, or Dragon Ball Super is coming back. Well, it's not, and it's not really funny, and it's just something that I really want, and it just comes off as cruel to you guys to be mess with you guys like that. Or Dragon Ball GT is being remade as a spin-off to Dragon Ball in the similar vein as Dragon Ball Heroes, but with better animation. Yeah, you know, kind of want that. It'd be cool to have Dragon Ball GT remade at all, and, you know, given really cool animation and a really cool streamlined storyline, but we're not gonna get that, and it's just something that I want. So no April Fool's joke for you guys. This is legit. Now, when I first saw this, I thought that this was going to be a mod for Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, and I was like full blown 100% supporting, because this looks phenomenal. This looks straight up like some of the colored pages to the original manga. It looks really cool. I love this style. I love how cartoony and manga-ish it looks like. I thought that Dragon Ball Z Kakarot looked like the manga originally. When it first dropped, I thought this is the closest that we are going to get to the manga. It is closer than what we even seen in Dragon Ball FighterZ, and I thought Dragon Ball Z Kakarot had this in the bag. So when I saw this looking like a potential mod, I felt that this was the right style that Dragon Ball Z Kakarot should have been all along, until today, where it's been confirmed by Kenzairo that yes, this is the original style that they were going for Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. This is not a mod, although I'm sure modders are going to jump on this now to make it look this way or unlock the way it would have originally looked. This is how Dragon Ball Z Kakarot originally was supposed to look. This is how it was meant to look, and this looks fucking phenomenal. This looks amazing, guys. Look at this shit. Look at this Goku. This looks straight from a cover of one of the mangas. Look at him flying around. I mean, when you look all the way in the background, it looks a little bit less detailed and it doesn't look as good. But then you see really up close, like, look at these details, man. Like, this is straight manga. Like, they ripped this shit from the manga more than Kakarot has done now and put it into the game. And this one is a little bit rougher. It looks more plasticky, but you know, you could tell what they were going for. You have the action, you have the blast. Like, look at this blast from Scouter Vegeta. I mean, it just looks so cool. It looks like a watercolored game. It just is so stylized. I mean, look at this. This is legit right here. This looks better than what Dragon Ball Z Kakarot looks like now, 150%. But according to Kenzairo, this is what he says. This is the reason that they decided not to go in this direction. In the end, they had to go with a mix of anime and manga to reach the style that they did for this game. The development process was broken down to efficiently manage the number of characters and variants that exist in the game. So basically, as you can see right here, like all the different stages of Goku, like one of the basic stages looks exactly like the manga, but then they gave him more detail and they gave it more of that fighter's look. So it's more of an anime slash manga look to it. And I guess they did it to efficiently and better animate the rest of the characters and make everything more fluid and less not fluid. I'm not exactly sure the whole explanation for it, but it looks like it would be easier to go with the Dragon Ball Z Kakarot route of style of game and not the original style of game, which in my opinion, the original style looks a lot better. It looks far better. Honestly, I think that the game was already good, honestly. Like, I haven't beaten it yet. I've gotten pretty far, but the game is already like bar none, the best, one of the best, actually the best story mode that we've ever gotten for Dragon Ball Z, and it is honestly, in my opinion, one of the better fighters out there. I mean, Dragon Ball FighterZ takes the cake in combat, and the Budokai Tenkaichi series is a little bit better incorporating that Xenoverse style, but this one still did it justice. It was really cool and very appropriately set in a story mode type of way, but just the style is so much better in this version than it is in anything we've ever seen. Honestly, if this was the way it dropped, this would have been the best looking Dragon Ball Z game of all time, in my opinion. Dragon Ball FighterZ would not be able to stack up to this, like, at all. So I'm really upset that this is not which direction they went. And we could just kind of argue back and forth which one is better. I want to know what you guys think, honestly. Do you guys think that this is better? Do you like the style that we got? I don't know. I like this style better. But I have an added bonus for you guys, and this is to this artwork, because this artwork is the framework of what a future Dragon Ball Z game, Dragon Ball Super game preferably. I'm done with Z, let's go to Super. Honestly, at this point, I can take GT also. Like, we need to get out of Z and go to Super. If they do a sequel, I would say go in this direction. They need to go with this artwork. They need to go with this style in a sequel in Dragon Ball Super Kakarot. That is the direction they need to go in my opinion. But if I were to make my own Dragon Ball game, I would have to focus on this style, but there are other things that I would like to put in it. So what would be my ideal Dragon Ball game? Well, my ideal Dragon Ball game would have an original story as well as telling the story of Dragon Ball Super, because Dragon Ball Super has not been done. Dragon Ball Z has been done to death. Dragon Ball Super has been left in the dark. Next, I would have unlimited character creation. You should be allowed to make your own character in any of these games, similar to Xenoverse. I mean, imagine making your own character with this style. Like, that would be so cool looking, and that is the best thing about the Xenoverse series, is that you can make your own OC. So definitely be able to make your own OC, and that would be a character that would be in the original story, obviously not the Super story, because you would be following just the story. 2 stories in this hypothetical game. Lastly, the combat and the roster. The roster needs to be the same length as Budokai Tenkaichi 3. It needs to have the same amount of characters in that game. There are hundreds of characters in Dragon Ball in general, and games like Xenoverse 2 are just nickel and diming us for each individual character when they should already be there. So I think that this game should have a huge roster of different individual characters you can play with, like an arena fighter. It should be an arena fighter, and it should have the same dynamics, in my opinion, which are the best dynamics, the same gameplay variant that Budokai Tenkaichi 3 had, just upgraded, obviously. Budokai Tenkaichi 3, in my opinion, is the best Dragon Ball Z fighter that I've ever played. Dragon Ball Z Kakarot has its own style. Dragon Ball FighterZ is the better in terms of depth, but I'm not really into that side scroller type of fighting game. I like open world, which was what Xenoverse sort of wanted to give us, and they failed on all fronts in giving us. So Budokai Tenkaichi 3 had a better basis. The punches, you could actually feel them, the impacts, the shocks, the blast, everything you can feel in that game. I think that if this hypothetical game had all that wrapped around this style, it would be the best Dragon Ball game of all time. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you guys think this is a good idea, or do you guys think it's a bad idea? And give me your favorite Dragon Ball game. And of course, if you made it to this point in the video, you are now part of the hashtag End of Video Squad. Thank you guys so much for all your support. Make sure you drop that comment with that hashtag for a chance to be featured in my next video. Today I'm going to be responding to Chrono Trigger. Good stuff, bringing the video back, man. And Super Mario Bros. Z will always hold a special place in my heart, and cannot wait for episode 2. I cannot wait for episode 2. I definitely will be reviewing it, because that is my long-standing favorite, one of my favorite fan-made series on this website. And Chrono, I know you have been feeling under the weather. He's my boy from Discord. Make sure you eat your chicken soup, stay home, social distancing style, and of course, watch motherfucking anime. This is going to be Black Scape signing off. Take care, guys.
Subscribe for more content.